All right, welcome to another BS Sessions, Mark and Jerry, but we're Jerry-less today because the motherfucker's getting drunk without me. So I'll fucking drink for you. Here. What's up, Jerry? Wait, he's not here. Hey, what's up? We got Blackspinner Circle, Andy Rodriguez. And then we got the drummer from Oasis, Charles Traynor, man. What's up, brothers?
What's going on?
How's you guys has been? How you guys has been? I haven't even drank yet and I'm already slurring. What the fuck is that?
Just been kicking back all day long.
Yeah.
Hanging out.
Well, I was working all day long.
That's about it. Been binning. Reeling from yesterday. Still, I'm kind of over it now, though. Took about I couldn't even sleep last night. Well,
you let your teams get to you that much. Well, that's me with the Dodgers, though, so I get it. You know, the Niners could lose. I'll be pissed for like a few hours, but the next day I'll still be pissed about the Dodgers losing.
well, I mean, yesterday was like the weirdest Sunday in the NFL I've seen in a long time. I mean, Baltimore collapsed.
Raiders collapsed.
Yeah, but it has to be the Cleveland Browns with the biggest collapse ever. 14 points in a minute and 25 seconds. 14 points.
And a quarterback who's like fucking 40.
Well, but this is the thing.
And he's not Tom Brady.
There's no, oh yeah, with Flacco. There's no, I mean, I'm not surprised, and nobody else should be, but I'm not surprised, not because, you know, historically we suck. Of course we do. It is because they pulled the same thing last week. They were lucky to get out of Carolina with that victory. There's something going on with that team, and they just stopped playing defense the last couple minutes, especially that secondary.
Do they have any coaches from Atlanta there?
Well, there's a lot of calling for heads.
Any defensive coaches from Atlanta? Because Atlanta seems to blow big leads too. So
well, let's look at it like this. Myles Garrett had one tackle, which happened to be a sack.
Well, the whole game, you know who the whole game is, you know whose his fault is for the Browns losing?
The elf.
Chubb.
Oh,
all he had to do, he scored a touchdown. All he had to do was go down at the 1 yard line, and they would have ran out the clock.
Well,
but he went in for a touchdown because he's a greedy motherfucker. He didn't care about the team. He just cared about his stats and hoping the defense would help. All he had to do was go down at the 1 yard line and just sit and do 4 snaps, and you're done.
Yeah, but that's easy for us to say. But when a player has the ball in his hands, I mean, that's the goal of a football player, is to score touchdowns.
Yeah, but the goal of the game is to win the game. Clock management at that time.
But why would you in your right mind with that little amount of time left think there's no way that they're going to come back? You know, they're going to come back easily here.
Just run out the fuck. The Niners have done that. They go there and the guy stops at the 1 yard line and drops.
I'm sorry, it was the defense,
because it's called coaching. Your coach sucks.
Oh, totally. I agree.
Sucks. He should have told Chubb down at the 1. Do not go in that end zone.
But they wouldn't have done that. Nobody would have seen this happen. Look, this is
the Niners do that all the time. They stop the ball.
Cade York was AFC Special Teams Player of the Week last week. Now he'll be the loser of the week. He missed an extra point. The onside kick. The Browns called a timeout in preparation and still couldn't recover the onside kick. No coverage. No nothing. Just there's no way. I don't blame Chubb on that. I don't blame. There's a lot of people calling.
Everybody. If you read ESPN, you read all the things. They're blaming Chubb. They're blaming Chubb.
Smart. They're not smart. And the same people are saying, a lot of people are saying, pull Brissett. Brissett played well.
Well, I didn't say. I think it's Chubb's fault. He shouldn't have scored that touchdown.
Just because he threw that interception.
I've seen Debo go down at the 1 yard line to keep the clock moving and to sit on the ball. I've seen lots of the Niners because it's called coaching. You get in there and say, "Hey, Chubb, do not score that touchdown. Fall down at the 1."
Well, there is one thing for sure. There's rumors on the street that the Browns are going to ask for a new stadium.
They just got one.
No, we did not. It was there in 1999. Can you
Dude,
let me
that
finish,
stadium-
please? Just let me finish on this, okay? They built the new stadium on the ground of the old stadium. That ground is cursed. Move away from that location. Red right 88, the drive, the fumble was in Denver.
Mhm.
The helmet hitting Rudolph in the head with the helmet. This game yesterday, there's just too much of it. So am I surprised? No. But
Hey,
I
you-
do agree. This was because of coaching, and I've been saying, and I agree with you. Even with Mayfield last year, there's something wrong with this organization. And I believe our owner is just about as bad as Jerry Jones, if not worse. But we'll see.
You know,
we
but
should-
that defense in the last 2 minutes were very lackadaisical. I mean, they were
Or-
jogging around thinking that they had already won the game and leaving receivers wide open, thinking, oh, them scored that touchdown. We're still up. It's the Jets. No problem.
Yeah. But enough about those guys. What
Yeah,
about Jimmy
I'm
G?
just gonna say, Bill Belichick, when people come from his organization try to get head coaches, they suck. Niners are good. Look at the guy in Miami, and Chalet is building that team, Robert Shala. So I think the Niners organization is far above anybody's organization, even the Rams, even the they just had bad luck.
I don't know, far above any organization.
I think the way they train their coaches, man. I
What
think it's
about
the Mike Shanahan coaching tree. You know.
Well,
just
at least you got your quarterback back.
Don't you know what? I feel like shit. I feel like total shit because he got hurt and I saw Jimmy G freaking warming up on us. I go, yes.
But
And then his ankle was broken. I go, oh shit.
But the team does look better with him on there. But it's horrible that Trey Lance had to go through what he had to go through for that.
Yeah, it sucked, but fucking Jimmy G got in there and got the team rolling. They looked fucking tight. His spirals were great. Is right on the money. He didn't overthrow anybody. It's like I don't know why they went for it on 4th and 8 though. Maybe Shanahan was just testing Jimmy on that one, but they didn't need to. But they were up big time. He was just coaching, I guess.
Coaching.
Probably they had a sizable lead, and the only reason why the Seahawks scored a touchdown was that blocked field goal. It wasn't our defense.
You know, but that should be something going on in the NFL the past 2 years is going for it and not punching as much as they used to in the fourth. And I think that's interesting. I love that.
Well, they just extended our punter Wisnowski, whatever his name is. I can't remember his name, but they just extended him for 4 years. And every time Jimmy G plays now, he's going to get $350K in bonuses, man. And if they win, they'll get another bonus.
Yeah, but have y'all noticed that too? A lot more teams are going for it on 4th.
Yeah. I think it's the Madden thing because when I play Madden, dude, I always go for it on 4th.
Yeah, but would you have taken the knee at the goal line? Or would you
If it was a real game, yeah. If it's video games, I don't give a shit. Well, I have ran the ball out on somebody one time because I was only up by 7. I just kept running it and running it and running it. And the kid got pissed and threw his headphones down and like, what the fuck? Why don't you pass it? Why don't you give me a chance? Why would I give you a chance? I want to win, bitch. I'm gonna run this bitch out. You can't stop my running game. Fuck off.
It has happened a lot, amazingly, and that's something the Browns did multiple times last season and had to leave the lead and not getting the conversion. And they did one in Carolina, the first drive, and didn't get it. And I about threw my MacBook out the window. At least they didn't do that yesterday. I mean, but punt. I don't know what there's some things going on in the game I'm not that wild about, some of these.
They're just trying to excite the fans.
Excitement, but
they know baseball is better.
It's not. No, they don't, and it's not that.
Baseball rules, man. My Dodgers, fastest Dodger team to get to 100 wins.
Well, the Guardians won 11-4.
Hey, you guys are in the playoffs right now, so you guys are doing okay.
Yeah.
You can't count out Terry Francona, man.
Astros should Astros should have 100 wins by the end of this week.
Yeah. Andy was telling me, he says, I want the Astros to have a big, like, get the best record in the league. I said, I don't think they can. Because you're like, what, 8 games behind the Dodgers in the loss column and 4 in the win.
Yeah.
So,
It's something like that.
yeah.
But that's the only thing I got to go for because we already won our division. We're going to be the number 1 seed in the American League. You got to go for something else now.
I just want those freaking Mets to lose. Fucking go Atlanta. Go ATL. And I know they beat us, but fuck, I don't like the Mets. I've never liked the Mets.
Really? I've always liked them since I was a kid.
Oh, dude.
As much as I would love to see the Guardians do something, I would love to see an Astros Dodgers rematch so the Astros can just smash them for real this time, and then we can just get over it
and beat them again.
I think you only have one good pitcher, and he's hurt. What's his name? He's coming back Friday, isn't he?
Wait. Are you talking about the Astros?
Yeah. Who's your pitcher?
Oh, the team that leads all MLB and ERA by starters and relievers.
I thought that was the Dodgers. Dodgers lead in ERA.
I would look again.
In starters and relievers. Let's see.
I would look again.
Let's see, because they were saying it. What?
No, I'm just saying. Stat fight.
Our starters are fantastic. We got 2 guys that are up for the Cy Young.
Well, the American League's a little tougher competition too.
Yeah.
No, because not anymore, because now the both leagues have the designated hitter. I'm looking it up right now.
If we're not leading that, it's close. But we got more than one good starting pitcher.
It's not even telling us this. But the Dodgers announcers have been saying that we lead the league in ERA by 30 points on any MLB. So
really,
and the relievers too. Yeah, dude, our starting 5 is really good. You got Gosselin, you got freaking Anderson.
5 innings.
Huh?
Gosselin, the one that goes 4 or 5 innings.
He goes 6 or 7.
Like once or twice.
Yeah, and Dustin May was the one who went 5 innings because he just came back from Tommy John.
The Dodgers ERA is 2.8, and the Astros are second at 2.94.
I see. We're way ahead of you.
You're way ahead.
Yeah, 2.8. You're 2.94. That's 14 points, man.
0.14.
Whatever.
Yeah,
I told you.
Anyway,
Yeah,
it would be nice. It would be nice if the 2 best teams in baseball go head to head.
Dustin May, dude, he's the one you're thinking about. He pitched 5 innings the other night. He no-hit the Giants for 5 innings, but he just came back from Tommy John, so they're not pushing him.
Yeah, but I was talking about Gosselin.
Oh, Gosselin's really good, dude. He goes 6 or 7 innings. And then Kershaw, dude, he's really good. Kershaw's been going 6 or 7. Anderson's been going at least 8. And you also have that other dude that we're getting all these pitchers off the scrap heap that the Dodgers just turned into great pitchers lately. Like in Anderson, who's that other dude from the Angels that we got? Heedy. Yeah, Heedy's been doing good too. So it's like, and then you got fucking that bullpen. You got Urias. You forgot about Urias, and then you got that bullpen with Traynor and fucking Glatterall.
I'm surprised that Traynor's doing so well because they ran him out of Oakland because of the way he was pitching.
Well, they fixed him and they signed him to an extension. But go Jimmy G, man.
They gave him an extension? Wow.
Yeah, did anybody I know Mark's not a big college football guy, but did anybody see that Appalachian State Hail Mary thing? If you haven't, look it up on
no, I just follow UCLA and I'm glad they're 3-0.
Yeah, but check out the end of the Appalachian State game.
Okay, well, Troy Aikman went off on UCLA fans not filling up the stadium.
Oh, wait, there is one final note about the Browns, I have to say. Myles Garrett said, I'm upset the fans booed us off the field.
Yeah.
How about you win the game? How about you do that? They should stick with us. No, you should win games. That's what you should do.
Especially against the Jets. at home.
Yes.
That was tough.
Against one of the worst teams in the NFL. Come on, we know they're not that good.
You know,
They're
teams. You know,
improving.
teams
They're
that come from
improving, but they're
from
not that
worst.
good.
The Niners came from worst to first, and Harbaugh's first year. Man, teams could do that as long as they have good coaching.
Exactly, and I don't know that Stefanski is the answer.
I don't think he is. I think he's made a lot of bonehead decisions, and that coach from the Bengals. I don't think he's that good either.
Well, but not like the Denver coach.
Yeah, I'm happy Steelers lost. That was cool.
I'm not happy the Cowboys won.
No, I'm not happy. But they played the Bengals. The Bengals are going to go back to the way they're going to be the Bungles.
That was one good thing. Every AFC North team lost, so it wasn't like we lost that much ground.
Well, Arizona should have lost, but the fucking Raiders fucking blew that game.
Yeah, they were up 20-0 in the third.
I know.
Yeah,
And then up scoring.
That's what the Raiders do. They're another overrated squad.
Next time you guys need to like let me like say what the show is about. You started going into sports, Charles. All right. I want to tell people, hey man, we're gonna make our top 11 Police album tonight, but we went into the bullshit and sports first. So we're still in the bullshit, but just to let you guys know, hey Bob, hey, I hope you fast forwarded through the sports. But
I think we're over the sports now anyway.
Yeah, we are. And then I'm going to get to, I just got this before we started the show. Gene Simmons says he has no friends, and I got his thing right here. Yeah, if friends means G, I don't know what I'm going to do this afternoon. Hey, you want to come over and hang out? I'm more interested in what I want to do. I don't want to pretend that I'm interested in what you want to do because I'm not.
That's what's the big surprise. It's Gene Simmons. He's very ego driven.
It's about that money.
Paul Stanley lives up the hill from him, I guess, and they don't even.
Well, he says they're not friends. They just talk about the music, and him and Paul argue a lot about the musical direction. But they don't need to do that anymore because they're not making new music. So
they're business partners. They're not really friends.
You know, I like Revenge because Gene Simmons came back and sang on fucking Revenge.
You know, but you always think these band guys are all best friends, you know? Mm-hmm. They just hang out all the time, and
some of them take separate buses, man.
They're not.
You know, Poison does that. I bet they take separate buses. Motley Crue takes separate buses, and Motley Crue is going to tour some more, man. But they said no new music. They're going to be. Vince Neil said we're just a touring band, so they're kind of fucking giving in on the music because Like a Virgin sucked. But
that was horrible. But is Vince Neil allowed to say that?
The dirt.
And, fucking big bushy Nate Atchison loved the version Like a Virgin, and I go, really?
That was bad.
It was bad.
Bad. The dirt is horrible too. The Dirt is terrible. That song sucks.
Really I like bad. The Dirt. I just take out what's his name out of it, and the song would be perfect.
Yeah,
take out the rap in the middle.
I applaud because I'm telling you, I don't mean any harm. I know you like the Ozzy album. I think Andy's kind of into it. I don't care for the new Ozzy album, and I wish they'd just let that old man rest.
Dude, he doesn't want to. He says if he stopped doing things, he doesn't know what he would do. He wants to make music. He loves to make music. He said making this new album saved his life.
You were to go see Ozzy today, do you really care about seeing Patient Number 9, or do you want to hear all the classic songs?
I want to hear I like at least hear some new tracks from that album because I was happy to hear the new Def Leppard tracks when they played.
Why? There's already got too much hysteria on the set list. Why do you want to listen to the worst songs?
I love the new fucking Def Leppard, dude.
That's even worse.
They played some High and Dry too, man. So shut the fuck up.
Makes hysteria sound like Exile on Main Street. No, I know I've seen them. They do Switch 625. They do the Bringing on the Heartbreak with the part acoustic and then break into the electric, or was it just straight electric?
Just straight electric.
See, when I seen them, they did it like acoustic, and then they broke into it. It was pretty cool the way they did it, actually. I would go see Def Leppard again if it was a pronounced pyro back tour. We're only doing pyro and back.
Well, you
Okay.
need to go to them when they do if they do a Vegas thing, because they came out and did Dead Flatbird, where they played all the old
Yeah.
thing as their own opening act. I thought that's fucking cool as fuck. You can find it on YouTube. But then
Molly Crew's gonna do another residency there, I think.
yeah, they
Yeah,
are.
that's what I'm talking about too.
And then freaking Dimebag and Vinnie Paul would have blessed this Pantera reunion. It says Philip Anselmo's down bandmate. How the fuck does this guy know what they would think? What I heard from fucking Vinnie Paul is that he's never getting fucking Pantera back together. He hates Phil. I don't think they would have ever got back together. A lot of people go, oh, they would have been water on a bridge if Dime was still alive. Dime would have got them back together. And I go, I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, they might have, because money's a very powerful thing. I mean, they might have for that, but I guess I agree. How would you know that two people have passed on, how they feel today?
I know. That's what I'm saying. Why are they making assumptions like that?
Just do it.
I'm
You're just
thinking
they're
maybe-
doing it. Move on. They're doing it. But go ahead, Andy.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I was thinking that maybe the relationships that they had with both Charlie and Zach, because they were pretty close, and I think that they would have liked, have them do it. They're not just anybody's. They're good friends, almost like family members to them.
Yeah, they're kind of family. Yeah, I want to
so
see it. I hope they play here.
They'll play California.
I'll go by myself, because I was going to go to Cheap Trick by myself until my friend said, hey, you want to go see Maiden? Because I texted him for Cheap Trick. I go, you want to see Cheap Trick? They're headlining in the desert. And then he just said, what about Maiden? Let's go see Maiden on Thursday. I'll get the tickets. Pay me back. I go, sure. So he got that. And the next day, are we still seeing Cheap Trick? I said, yeah, I'll fucking get the Cheap Trick tickets. I'll give you the difference from what I owe you. So I owe him $30 because Cheap Trick was cheaper than Maiden. But I'm like, I would have went to Cheap Trick by myself. They're headlining, because fuck, they should not have opened for Scab Foreigner. Even though I did enjoy Scab Foreigner.
They did?
Yes, they opened
Wow.
for Scab Foreigner.
Now I understand why you get so pissed. Now, I mean, hey, for Rod Stewart, come on, there are a couple acts Cheap Trick should open for. If
That's a bad combo, Rod Stewart and Cheap Trick to me.
Like if Paul
one.
McCartney said come, I mean, of course, Cheap Trick's gonna open.
Well,
I mean,
that's different, dude.
But certain groups, yeah. If Scab Foreigner, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Well, Extreme opened up for Cheap Trick up north, so
Extreme opens for everybody. That's all they can do.
no, because that time error, man. It's like if they would have came out in the 70s, I think they would have been bigger like Aerosmith. So I'm just letting you guys know, Extreme is not a bad band.
They're timeless like that, huh?
Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna play some Firehouse on the show tomorrow. That metal
Whoa.
I'm gonna play fucking bye bye baby bye bye. She said in a letter. And that's how she wrote. That guitar player of fucking Firehouse is great. That could be your next thing, Firehouse or Extreme.
Yeah, I don't care. Why? How'd you find out I don't like Firehouse? Did I say?
Oh,
that?
I just guessed, because you're you're an elitist who don't like any good melody. You don't like Nelson, so I figured you didn't like Firehouse either.
Nelson's good metal.
No, melody.
Oh, who's Melanie? The roller skate girl?
Melody.
Oh,
Melody. Harmonies.
Oh no, yeah, I hate harmonies. I love the Beatles and the Beach Boys and the Beatles.
Yeah, I don't understand why you don't like Nelson and Firehouse. That's Beatles and fucking, that's harmonies right there.
Nelson is just like
Harmonies they're like their dad, dude. They're
Nelson's
like Ricky.
like taking the opposite of Viagra.
They never said they were metal, dude. They're rock. They're a rock band.
Firehouse. It's bands like Firehouse and Nelson that helped Nirvana kick down the door and break it in.
I don't like Trickster's first album, but their
I hate it.
Their third album and their last album is really good.
Well, whatever. You're the only one that would know it.
Yeah.
Guarantee you that. You're the only one that keeps up with all these.
Well, me and Nate,
Jackal.
Well, fucking
star group there.
Another thing I thought was cool. Well, let's get into since we're talking about bands and like that. Nickelback, like Dr. Fuck asked yesterday, and I've asked this question: is it trendy to dislike Nickelback?
Is it? This started back in 2003, right? So would
You
that
know-
be a trend? Something
Well,
that's 20 years old?
This is what I said on a plug yesterday. I don't know when that episode's coming out. We reviewed the new Ozzy album, Patient Number 9, with Metal Mike and Bushy, Nate Atchison on their plug episode. That was freaking fun. Me and Nate were fucking wasted. But this is what I said. Why people hate Nickelback is because they were unoriginal. They copied what came before them and they put it out at a time when nobody was doing that music. So people who were missing that music came back to that because they said, well, this sounds like what we listened to in the 80s. Let's listen to them.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing. There's a really good video out there that's circulated about the genesis of the hatred of Nickelback. And for me, I agree with the one hypothesis that's in the beginning. It was that they played You Remind Me 90 million fucking times that year. And it just ruined me on that group. Ruined me. Then after that, everything seemed to sound the same. But here's Mark Daly's world exclusive. The new Nickelback song is not that bad.
I said it wasn't bad. I said I would probably buy the album. I've heard 2 songs.
Not you, Mark Daly. I promised Mark Daly a world exclusive for me if he would watch. There's a Nickelback song.
Mark Daly watches all the time because he gets
I
pissed
know,
off.
and I promised
I'm not
him
wearing my
dates.
red hat. Hey, Mark, I'm wearing the red, but I'm wearing black around it. I'm not wearing this one right now.
The new Nickelback song is not Sharon, Mark Daly. It's not too bad. I don't care for the chorus too much, but the verses are really good. The riffage is tight. I won't buy the album. I would recommend anybody that's not a wild about Nickelback to stream it first to be safe if you're not a Nickelback fan. But this new song, San Quentin, is not a musical abortion.
Dark Horse was a great album by Nickelback. I like that Something in Your Mouth.
I won't go that far, but I will just say that it was that they were overexposed so early. I don't know if it was that the industry wanted a rock band to be huge again or whatever, and they were just pushed down everybody's throat. Then they went on that tour with Creed, which is another hated band. I like Alter Bridge.
I don't know what the fuck you guys are up with Creed on that shit. I love fucking Creed. They are getting played. I'm playing Bullets tomorrow on fucking thatmetalstation.com. That song is fucking hard as fucking fuck.
I don't mind Alter Bridge.
Huh?
I'm not a big Creed fan either.
Oh, I'm a huge Creed fan.
Alter Bridge is way better, but what's your thoughts on Nickelback, and is it a trend, Andy?
Well, like I said earlier today on the Master, I think people liked them because they were hyped up by the media, and then the media turned their back on them, so everybody else followed suit. And then Nickelback started to become the butt of all these jokes about bad music. Well, they're not my favorite band, but I do like Nickelback. They've got some pretty good albums that I do like to listen to. During 2003 and 2005, they toured extensively, and my cousin, I think we saw them like 2 or 3 times. They were part of different packages and stuff, and I dug them then. I still dig them now.
I like some songs. I don't think they're bad. Sammy likes them, so got to give them a chance, right?
Yep.
Yeah, of course. Well, that's his stunt double, but you have to.
I thought that was Bette Midler.
Well, that's the other one. You could. I will say this: I can see where it could be trendy to dislike them.
Yeah, exactly.
I never really thought of it that way before that was brought up. But they're certainly not as bad as your boy Sammy Hagar. They're certainly not as bad as Extreme. There's a lot of bands that are better than. Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't know that it's trendy or not because it's been like 20 years almost. I mean, It's not something new. It's been around a long time. So I don't know. Maybe. I mean,
maybe because they're from Canada.
Perhaps, but Bryan Adams from there, he rules.
Yeah, Bryan Adams can't even tour in the USA, man, without opening for somebody. It's kind of sad. I would like to see him headline. I saw him headlining on
Rush is from Canada.
Yeah, but Rush is Rush, dude. Bryan Adams, I did see him headline on the Into the Fire tour, which is a great fucking album by him.
It is.
Fucking love that album.
Nothing wrong with
yeah,
little Brian Adams. You should play something on that metal station.
I have Brian Adams coming on tomorrow. I got somebody coming
That's
on
like
there.
a name for something.
No, I got somebody coming on tomorrow, and I played his new song a couple weeks ago, and I played another song from his newer album. I love Brian Adams, man.
You should play the greatest song you ever wrote, but Kiss did it, War Machine.
War Machine. I'm playing a Kiss song tomorrow. I'm off of Revenge, so. All right, man.
Unholy, we're straight.
Well, we're going to rock now. Andy brought this up. Foo Fighters, Everlong, #1 on the Billboard charts, and My Hero at #3. I think rock is coming back, man. I've been saying this for a while.
Yep.
I think the hip hop is dying. I think rock, because even I'm gonna fold this into it.
Mm-hmm.
Mariah Carey recorded an alternate rock album in secret in 1995 to the horror of a record label. Now she's tracked down the original mixes and is ready to share it with the world. Now she wants to put out her rock album. You got Demi Lovato going rock. Pretty soon it's gonna be Lady Gaga, because Lady Gaga loves metal. I could see Lady Gaga making a fucking metal album.
Machine Gun Kelly.
He left rock again. He said he left
it. Go away and never come back.
But I'm just saying, rock is trendy again. What do you guys think about that, Andy?
I think that rock has never left. I think rock has always had its plateaus and its mountain peaks and up and down. It's always been up and down. There's always some kind of new that tries to take place of rock, and it might happen for a little bit, but rock will always be there.
It's like, if you think about it, rock is the longest running genre ever.
Well,
You don't see big band coming out right now. You don't see jazz in the mainstream. Rock is still in the mainstream, man. Rock is still in there.
I'm not knocking rock. I'm just saying
you don't see a jazz band or a big band playing stadium tours.
Well, I was going to defend the Shitfest stadium tour for that. Look how much money they made.
Yeah.
A lot of people went. So just because I bash the bands don't mean it's not popular. I mean, there's other rock groups still doing their thing. So yeah. It I can send around 2 rap videos I've seen recently that can explain why rap music's on the basically gone. It's over.
Really?
I mean, I've seen a couple.
All these rappers are now, all the good rappers are now actors. So
right. And they all use auto-tune or something silly. It's just ridiculous. They all sound the same now.
Yep. Fuck you, T-Pain. All right.
They all use the same beats. Everything is the same. It just kind of like how rock got stale for a while there. I mean, where everybody sounded the same, and then something came along, and there was actually good hip hop at one time.
Yeah, well, there was. I like fucking.
Now there's not.
There's a lot of old hip hop. Even Eminem sucks now.
5 years that rap or hip hop has been on decline for the past 5 years. But like Charles was saying, all the beats and all the samples, I guess, all sound the same. Auto-tune is horrible. And what they rap about, they don't even rap about anything real anymore. There's no tale and there's no storytelling like there used to be.
Yeah,
I don't even know what they're rapping about anymore.
Then you got that mumble fucking rap too, that you don't even know what the fuck they're rapping about.
Yeah.
But we already talked
about long live rock.
Yep.
Okay, I want to end it with a rock story. But let's get into. I'm gonna say the last rock story. Chips 45 years ago bridges the gap between 70s and 80s TV. Andy, you brought this up. So what do you think about that?
It's true, because if you think about TV in the 70s and 80s, there were a lot of cop shows in the 70s. And then it materialized going into the 80s. Chips was one of the last ones still standing. And when they went into the 80s, it was on its last leg, but it brought newer cop shows like TJ Hooker, Wise Guy, a bunch of other shows like that. Even though this is more of a drama, but Hill Street Blues was a good cop drama show.
Yeah.
So those action shows really were swept into the 80s by Chips. And it's so funny. I used to have a little Chips motorcycle when I was a kid until my fat ass uncle wore out the battery and I never rode it again. But it would do the woo, 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 woo. And I would go around my grandparents' house over and over. It was a good time. I got it for my birthday one year.
Yeah, Ponch and John ruled, man.
Yeah, it was
I used to
badass.
what was that? Friday nights, you had that, BJ and the Bear. And then you would go over to CBS and watch Dukes of Hazzard.
Dukes of Hazzard.
It's like, fuck yeah. Dukes of Hazzard ruled.
Yeah, I can't find it anywhere.
I got the first 5 seasons.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
Huh.
let's see.
You know what? That's something that I can look for.
Yeah, I think it's I got there's season 1.
Yep. You had the Dukes. You had the Dukes, and then right after Dallas.
Dallas.
Oh, yeah. I watched Dallas, man. My mom watched Dallas. So she would watch those shows with me, and then I watched Dallas with her, and then Falcon Crest.
Almost exactly the same with me because we just had one TV. So my mom would watch the Fall Guy and all these shows with me.
Yeah.
And then I'd sit and watch Dynasty and
I have the Fall Guy on DVD. I have Remington Steel also on Three's Company.
Remember Airwolf?
I don't
Airwolf,
I
yeah.
never liked Airwolf.
I liked Airwolf.
I didn't like Jan Michael Vincent. I didn't like
I actually liked it better than Knight Rider, to tell you the truth.
Ooh.
I
Knight
did.
Rider
I
was
don't know.
way better.
I didn't like David Hasselhoff even then.
You didn't like the Hoff, man?
I did.
Not man.
I love
I
David
thought he
Hasselhoff.
was cool.
I found the helicopter more compelling than the car. I don't know why. More
I
about the.
didn't like Airwolf. I didn't like Jan Michael Vincent.
I loved Fall Guy. That was one of my favorite
I like
shows.
Magnum PI. I watch that shit.
I never got into Magnum PI, but I have recently, like on these streaming channels, they're always showing, Magnum PI is like on almost every streaming.
Did you ever watch Remington Steel?
I did not.
It was kind of boring.
Oh, fuck you. Pierce
But
Brosnan.
they show it on Crackle though.
I remember it. It was boring.
Why are you a fucking asshole, dude?
It was a boring show.
And I'm heart to heart.
That was not boring. That was not.
What was that? I couldn't see it.
That's Miami Vice.
Oh, Miami Vice. The Fall Guy, yeah.
Miami Vice was ahead of its time.
Oh, yeah.
That was awesome, yeah. That was a cool show.
I like Miami Vice. So let's get it to our last rock story. Jeff Watson is recovering from brain surgery. What do you think about that, Andy?
Hey, man, it's great to hear. It is. It's great to hear that that looks like he's going to recover. And, we'll see what the future holds for him.
I hope he can still play guitar, man.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. I hope it doesn't affect his playing.
Doesn't fuck up his, he was great,
Everybody loves Brad, but I'm telling you, that Watson, that's the guy I liked.
I'm going to speak up for Jerry. Jerry is a huge Jeff Watson nut swinger.
Yeah, I like.
He was pissed when they fucking pushed him out of the band.
I think they removed a tumor out of Neil Young's brain probably about 10 or 15 years ago. And, he's doing great. So let's see if Watson has the same kind of recovery.
Nice, man. And then let's get to our thing, man. Our 11 Ultimate Police album. You going 5 tracks again on side 1, Andy?
No, I went ahead and changed it to 6 to 5.
6 to 5, and then the bonus track would be 6 on the second side.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to start with you, Andy, and I'm going to Charles, and I'll go last.
All right.
So the Police Ultimate album. What is your track 1 on side 1, Andy?
My track 1, side 1 is going to be track 1 on side 1 of the first album, Next to You, off the debut album. That's just the great opener where the drums. It's such an upbeat song. So I went with Next to You.
What's your track 1, side 1?
The Police is. I might have 2 deep cuts in my whole collection. I got a super bonus EP to 5 tracks at the end.
I didn't do that this time.
My first track comes off of Ghost in the Machine. It's a song I remember watching on HBO when they used to show videos in between movies because we didn't have MTV yet. Every little thing she does is magic.
The great
I
song.
love the song.
Them in the studio.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then they're like in Jamaica at the end. Oh, it's great. I love that song. So I opened up with that.
Well,
It's
Andy,
so hard to look past their hits.
yeah,
It's hard to.
I kind of tried to.
I tried.
I put some hits in here, but I wanted to go with all those songs that I like listen to over and over by them. I agreed with Andy. Next to You is my first track on my side one.
Wow.
And you just said it's a great fucking opener. I had to put that on here. I think that's from Outlandish D'Amore.
Yep.
And then we get to our track 2. What's your track 2, Andy?
I'm gonna stick with I think it's Outlandish D'Amore. No, wait, I'm sorry. This one's off of Regatta de Blanc. This is Bed's Too Big Without You.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a badass song.
It's a badass song.
All these titles to these albums are so hard to pronounce.
I know, man. They're elitist.
Yeah,
fucking English teacher and Sting, Sumner.
But it's just, like I was telling y'all, 5 albums only, and they were so good.
The only one who doesn't seem like he's kind of elitist is fucking Stuart Copeland. The other two are freaking they're mentally ahead of us. So what's your track 2, Charles?
My track 2, Zenyatta Mendoya. I think that's how you say it.
Mandata, I think.
Mandaya.
I don't know.
Don't stand so close to me. You just brought up how he was a teacher.
Yeah.
Graphical song, allegedly or not. Sting's he's pretty coy about whether that's an actual event or not. But I just always have a hard time moving past these hits alone. I mean, they're just great. I love this song. And not that remake.
No, the remake was horrible. That's when Stuart Copeland broke his arm and they were going to make a brand new album. And then they just said, let's just do this.
The original version. Yes. Don't stand so close to me.
Yeah, the video is pretty cool, man, too.
Yeah.
And then what's your my number 2 is I'm staying on Outlandish D'Amore. So Lonely. I can love that song. So lonely, so lonely, so lonely. I fucking love that song, man. And then we get to track number 3. What's your track number 3 on side 1, Andy?
Track number 3. Now I tried to mix the hits because the hits are so undeniably great. And I'm started right here. My number 3 is going to be off of Regatta de Blanc, a message in a bottle. Love that song.
It's a great song. I didn't pick it. I was trying to stay away from the hits, but there's some hits that I had to put in here, but not that. I don't know if they were hits, what I put in here. I think I have one really big hit, and I think that's it. Yeah. So what's your number 3, Charles?
We're still on that Zenyatta Mandata, whatever it's called. Another hit. I'm a hit meister. The do. The da.
It's all I want to say to you.
You can't avoid these songs. I mean, the deep cuts are great, but man, their hits are just phenomenal. So
yeah, that's so true, man. And then I stayed on the first album again. I went for Peanuts. I fucking love that track, man. It's fucking groove-tastic. Let's see. What are the lyrics on here, man? Let's see, because people, oh no, try not to liberate me. I said no, try not to irritate me. I said, oh no, try to elevate me. I said, oh no, just a fallen hero. Oh no. It says, I don't want to hear about your drugs you're taking. I don't want to read about the love you're making. I don't want to hear about the lives you're taking. I don't want to read about the muck you're raking. I love that fucking song, man. Fucking Sting is just going, oh no, oh no, in a stingy voice. And then we get to track number 4. What's your 4th track, Andy?
It might be their biggest hit ever off of Synchronicity. Every Breath You Take. It's a great song.
I knew you guys had picked that, so I didn't pick it.
Too bad Puff Daddy had to go fuck it up.
Yeah, Puff Daddy fucked up fucking Led Zeppelin too.
A lot. You fucked up a lot of shit, man.
He fucked up a lot of shit. Fuck
But
you, Puff Daddy. You fucking could puff my fucking fingers up your ass. All right.
I won't go that far. But this is my wife's favorite song of all time. She loves this song, Every Breath You Take.
Hey, but you know the song, if you love somebody, set them free. That was the antidote to this song, his solo song. He said that Every Breath You Take was like a stalker song. So he said, if you love somebody, set them free. You know, that was his antidote to this song. It's pretty cool.
Well,
I love that song too.
I do too.
Listen more to solo stuff.
You listen more to his solo stuff?
I need to.
You do. The first two albums are amazing.
I need to check it out some more. I know how good they are, but I really didn't give them a chance.
Oh, fucking Behind Nothing But the Sun, dude. Like,
I'll check them out.
So fucking great. We'll be together tonight, together. Now I gotta play that on the show. And what's your track number 4, Charles?
You already covered it on Outlandos D'Amour, So Lonely.
Fucking
that was
great
one
track.
of my quote unquote deeper. It's not a deep cut. They had a video, but I mean, you never see it on compilations typically and stuff like that. So
yeah,
slightly deeper cut.
And then I'm finally out of Outlandos D'Amour. The first 3 songs are from that album. I'm gonna pick I think it had a video, but I think it's one of the deepest tracks on this album. I think I picked a couple from this album. Invisible Sun from Ghost in the Machine. It has to be an invisible sun, spreads his heat to everyone. I just like at the beginning how he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, and it starts a fucking great fucking track, man. I love that track. So what's your number 5, Andy?
You know what? This was fun because this is such a great band. My number 5, I'm gonna go with Zenyatta Mandata. This is Driven to Tears.
That's a great song.
Yeah, man. Just that groove that he keeps on the bass. And later on a couple of other songs, dude, Andy's a badass guitar player, man. That dude,
underrated.
Very underrated. If you want to hear some like different like kind of versions of this of the Police songs when he does solo, get the double CD set of Bring On the Night live Sting. Really, he does some really cool fucking versions of these songs. I seen him live on the Nothing But the Sun tour. He's really good with that jazz band.
Yeah,
so fucking great. Then what's your number 4?
5.
Number 5, Charles.
Off of Ghost in the Machine. Spirits in the Material World.
That's a fucking great song. That album is like everything she does is magic. It's like the huge hit, but even the other singles were kind of like deep tracks if you think about it, like Invisible Sun, Spirits in the Material World. Great fucking tracks, man. But they're not as famous compared to everybody knows everything she does is magic. You know, it's a great.
But Andy Summers is this whole band really is kind of underrated musicians. I mean, slightly. Sting's known to be a great bass player, but and Copeland, you know, an orthodox drummer, but he's an outstanding drummer. Outstanding. And Andy Summers, though, is definitely the most underrated. This guy can play incredible guitar. I'm a budding guitarist of my own, and his touch and his rhythm is impeccable. It's very, very hard to play that the way he plays.
Yeah, Stuart Copeland is a great drummer. He played with the Reformed Doors. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, but they're never they are kind of overlooked sometimes because of the strength of the songs, but the musician, and because like Andy Summers doesn't quote unquote shred.
Right.
He's an incredible guitar.
He does shred. There's some songs that he
I know, but not on the Police stuff. It's usually,
on the Police stuff he's shredded, dude.
Yeah, but it's a lot of rhythmic
he's given some great solos on those albums though, dude.
But he's not, you know, compared to some of these.
I know, but he shreds when he needs to.
Right, but he's a player that serves the song, which is very, very important sometimes, and a lot of times, really. Just a tremendous sense of rhythm in his playing.
Yeah. And then I get to my number 5 from Regatta de Blanc. Bring On the Night. can't stand another hour of daylight. Bring on the night. I love that fucking song. It's fucking just amazing track. The whole band is on fire in that song. That's my number 5. So what's your number 6, Andy?
My number 6. This song was it's off of Synchronicity, and it was performed with there's a live track of this with Frank Zappa and the Mothers and Sting, and they do Murder by Numbers.
That is a great fucking track. That's the second best song off that album.
Oh, the Mothers do turn that song upside down where it's kind of unrecognizable, but still, Sting keeps the rhythm along with him. So Murder by Numbers finishes off my side 1 of a Synchronicity.
Yeah, freaking they have a couple bad tracks off that album though. If you listen to the Police, they have some really bad songs. Fucking Mother and freaking Mrs. Gradenko. Fucking horrible songs off Synchronicity, man. Fucking horrible, man. And what's your number 6, Charles?
Well, I'm coming off of Synchronicity as well. Synchronicity 2.
Nice. There's where Andy shreds.
Yeah. But
Andy shreds on that fucking song, dude. The whole song he fucking shreds. It's all him.
He can, yes. But I mean, typically on most of their songs, again, he's serving the song. But I wasn't. I mean, I just like the Synchronicity too. I wish it had got a little more airplay back in the day.
Yeah, me too. That was a great video too.
Yeah.
Fucking that is my number 6, Synchronicity 2. I wanted to end it with a fucking blistering fucking track. And a fucking Andy fucking rules it, and a fucking bass by saying oh, and the fucking lyrics, every CD, every single meeting with this so-called superior is a humiliating kick in the crotch. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. And it goes, many miles away, something crawls from the slime, from the of the dock. It like that song is a fucking story. You fucking see. It's like packed like lemmings into shiny metal boxes. Contestants in a suicidal race, or you can't hear the mother screaming from the den of our Rice Krispies. Fucking killer fucking lyrics, man. Yeah. I think that's one of their best songs ever. That number 2 song that you picked, Andy. But then we turn this bitch over to side 2. What's your first track on side 2, Andy?
Yeah, man, I'm going to start this off fantastic. I'm going to start off, it's off of their debut album. This is Roxanne. It's on side 2.
Every time I hear Roxanne now, I think of Eddie Murphy in 48 Hours going,
yeah. And 48 Hours and Another 48 Hours were really good.
Oh, fuck yeah. Great movies that nobody ever talks about, man.
Yeah. Those are
Brian Davis, if you're watching this, man, you did do a show on 48 Hours. Damn good movie memories. Check him out. He doesn't watch YouTube. But what's your number 1 on side 2, Charles?
Off of Outlandos the Moor. One of my privately quiet favorites from the Police. Can't Stand Losing You.
It's a great song.
Man, that song kicks ass.
Sure.
Very reggae inspired. I love it. Absolutely.
I knew one of you guys would pick it. That's like a huge hit on that album. I love it. It's a fucking great song. Guess this is our last goodbye. Fucking great song. I won't cry. Fucking great. You'll never see me again. Your brother's gonna kill me, and he's 6 feet 10.
That's an example of Andy Summers' rhythm playing. I tried to play that a little bit today on my own, and it's challenging. It's a lot more challenging than it looks or sounds.
And Joshua Toomey wants the NFL season to end right now. Freaking Bills are killing the Titans. Holy shit. It's a fucking shellacking. And then I get to my track 1 from Zenyatta Mandata. When the world is running down, you make the best of what's still around. I'm just singing the lyrics. That fucking song is awesome. When the world is running down, You make the best of what's still around. I fucking love that song. One of my favorites of all time by them. And then we get to track number 2, Andy, on side 2. What is yours?
Charles just talked about it. Can't Stand Losing You.
Nice.
I just love that song. That's one of my favorite songs by the Police. Period. Can't Stand Losing You. I had a problem putting it somewhere. I was all like, no, can't put it there, because it had to be placed perfect. So side 2, track 2, right, Rapper Roxanne, Can't Stand Losing You.
Is it me or Stacy from ESPN got hot when she grew her hair long?
I don't know. I haven't
Stacy
seen it.
Colbert or something. She's like the NFL halftime chick.
But
But
man,
she used to have
40
short hair. Now it's all long. God dang.
Oh, I know you're talking about, yeah.
Uh,
So Susie Colbert, isn't it?
Susie Colbert. Yeah, she's hot with her long hair. She didn't used to look. She used to look like with the pixie cut. Now she's got her hair past her shoulders. I'm like, yeah, baby. Sorry, I'm being misogynistic, but we are men, aren't we?
Yeah,
But,
damn.
I respect her. I'm glad she's fucking the leader of that show. But my number 2.
I didn't get to mine.
Oh, what's your number 2?
Going off synchronicity again. King of Pain.
Great fucking track.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
There's a black hole in the sun today.
Yeah, great fucking track. Mine is back from Zenyatta Mandata. Canary in a Coal Mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking love that fucking track, man. And then we get track number 3. Andy, what's your third track on side 2?
Oh, my third track off of Zendada Manada. I know I said that wrong, but Bombs Away.
Oh, that's a great song.
Badass song. You know, you really pay attention to it. It talks about the war that was going on in 1980 in Afghanistan. Russia
Yeah.
was invading Afghanistan at that time that this album came out. And it's such a uplifting song, you know, the beat, but the lyrics are just so political. It's a great song.
Yeah, man, it's political, but you picked one of the biggest deep tracks right there. I thought mine Peanuts was pretty big, but unless you guys pick Peanuts later. But what's your number 3, Charles?
Back on synchronicity again.
Damn,
Wrapped Around Your Finger.
great song. Fucking
Yep.
video with the fucking candles and shit,
Candles, yeah.
and doing the fucking feng shui or whatever. Fucking
Love it.
great. Fucking Police, come on, they had like greatest videos, man. Fucking
Very
great
hard.
as shit.
Very good. I don't know about the greatest, but very good though.
Well,
Yeah,
they were
they're very
entertaining, very
Up there.
entertaining.
Yeah, they're up there.
They
Certainly.
weren't stupid. There were some
No.
people who made stupid videos, like Priest.
Guns N' Roses.
Priest.
Axl Rose, Women with Dolphins. Don't get me started.
Fucking Turbo.
yeah,
Turbo, dude, was freaking pretty fucking cheesy as fuck.
that was cheesy, but man, I love that Guns N' Roses song. That's a
Yeah.
good
Well, the
song.
song's great, but the video is
It was stupid.
Yeah.
When he dives into the water and gets the
Yeah. I never did understand what that story was supposed to be about. There were 3 of them connected, never made any.
trilogy.
I don't
None of
know. Life,
All right.
love, and loss. I don't know. But then we get to my number 3, which you already picked, Charles, from Synchronicity, Murder by Numbers. I think that's one of their best songs of all time. I think I've said that about most of these songs. It's fucking hard. They're so fucking. What do they have? 5 albums?
yeah,
5 albums, dude. They made a mark with each one of those albums.
they really did.
You know, it's like, my God, this band fucking got in, got out. It's like Sting went solo and the other 2 just. But fucking great fucking song.
Lived off the Police the rest of their life.
Yeah. And then we get to track number 4 and side 2. What's yours, Andy?
This one's off of Synchronicity, Wrapped Around Your Finger.
Nice.
That's a badass song, man. And their videos were just so good. And you know, I hate to keep on Synchronicity, but man, it was just a great album. And I'm gonna also, you know, my next one's also gonna be off of Synchronicity. But I'll let y'all keep going. Sorry.
So what's your number 4, Charles?
It was covered earlier off Regatta the Blanc. or whatever it's called. I can never pronounce the names of their albums.
I don't think anybody can.
Message in a Bottle.
It's a great song, man. Fucking great fucking song. And damn.
You know, John Mayer does a really good cover of that.
So what's your number? My number 5 is Demolition Man from Ghost in the Machine,
Yeah.
which I think Sting did a solo version of that for Demolition Man movie. Him and Grace Slick, I think. Grace. What's
Yeah.
Grace Jones?
Grace Jones.
Grace Jones, yeah.
A little different version on the movie, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a fucking great song. And then we get to your number 5, Andy.
Yeah, I'm gonna end the album with another song from Synchronicity, King of Pain.
Nice.
That's always been one of my favorite songs. I mean, his voice is just so smooth on this song, you know, and the backing vocals, the harmonies, and the background are very people don't talk about enough on this song. You know, the call and response with that song, great.
Yeah. So what's your number 5, Charles?
I end it with another song already been covered. Roxanne. I figure that's the best way to end it. You either start it or end it with that song. And it's just a phenomenal song. I love it. So figured it sequenced pretty good. Like I said, either the beginning or the end, or starting the side, whichever. It's got to either start or end, because it's
Gotta be somewhere, yeah.
their song.
And then I guess my number 5, because I think it's weird as fuck, is Be My Girl Sally. Talking about a blow-up doll. Won't you be my girl? You blew her full of air. I think that was Andy Summers doing the talking on that, right?
Yeah.
Was it?
Fucking weird ass song, man. I had to pick it because it's fucking weird. And then we get to our bonus track. What's your bonus track, Andy?
I'm gonna have 3. One of them is on, excuse me, on Any Other Day. That is one of the weirdest lyrics I've ever heard on a police track. On Any Other Day, everything she does is magic, and Walking on the Moon.
Yeah,
Are my bonus tracks.
those are great ones. So, what's your bonus tracks, Charles?
Well, I didn't pick it for my album, so I should get some credit. But this is a maxi single, as they call it, with a few B-sides here. Every Breath You Take is the A side. There's a standalone single. Walking on the Moon, Invisible Sun,
Great song.
Synchronicity 1 off of Synchronicity, and Demolition Man from Ghost in the Machine.
Oh wow!
So my bonus tracks are King of Pain, Synchronicity, Too Much Information, and Rehumanize Yourself, and Omega Man. I can love those tracks, man. There's a lot of, if you think they made 5 albums, but there's a lot of, we should do like the worst police album, like a top 5 worst police songs. I think we'd all agree on Mother, so I think we're done. Mother was horrible, man. But that's our top 11 ultimate police album. But what we like you guys to do is, like, when we post this in the Facebook groups, give us your top 11 police album with some bonus tracks, and do it on, you could comment on the YouTube page too. Give us this on the Rat Salad Network. This video goes on Rat Salad, and it goes on the Mark and Jerry BS YouTube also. And also it goes on their Rat Salad Network's audio version will go on Rat Salad Network. So if you want to hear the audio version of these video podcasts, check out Rat Salad Network wherever you get your podcasts available. The Great Wayne Noon and Lou Mavs, those fuckers rule. Check them out on the Rat Salad Network review. And I'd like to thank you guys. But before we go, Andy, you need to pimp your shit.
Yes. This Wednesday, Mark Allen Taylor will be with me along with Kate Doré. We are going to be ranking all 11 Pearl Jam albums. I just finished mine tonight. And also, just a reminder, guys, you said that y'all will be on it next Wednesday, the top 10 of 1986
1986.
sir.
albums.
Yeah.
Top 10 albums of 1986.
Wednesday
Plus-
will be Thursday. You do yours on Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Oh
sorry.
yeah, you're doing yours on Wednesday. Yeah, that's your podcast, not mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be on there 1986. I got to look into 1986 albums.
No problem.
Yeah,
And,
man.
great. Thanks a lot, guys. I really do appreciate that. And then I got a couple of things down the road too, but I'll talk about that when the dates get closer. But thanks for letting me pit my shit on your show. I appreciate it, man.
No problem. But I'll just show you. I just got this ZZ Top Raw from that documentary.
Yeah.
And it's really cool that the In Righteous Memory of Dusty Hill,
Oh, that's nice.
because this is his last album.
Yeah. And that's that raw one you've been talking
The
about.
raw one, dude, without the keyboards on.
Yeah.
I like the keyboards, but this sounds cool. It just sounds like them. They even said they came up to him and he goes, "Hey, what do you guys want to do with the audio?" What audio? Yeah, we recorded you guys playing. And they heard it. It goes, "This sounds like us in the 1970s, just jamming." It's a fucking great record, man. It's got Brown Sugar, Just Got Paid. Heard it on the K, LaGrange, Tush, Thunderbird. I'm Bad, Nationwide, Legs, Give Me All Your Lovin', Blue Jean Blues, Certified Blues, Tube Stink Boogie, man. It's a great fucking record. And then I got the new Arch Enemy, Deceivers.
Hmm.
And then I'm getting my freaking Hailstorm. This is a strange case. Yeah. And then I got the new Starcrawler. This album's they're like punk, but they have some kind of like Alba sounding shit on here, which is cool because they're doing it, not Alba. But man, I would like to thank you, Charles, man. You're always a pleasure. You're not in the clown, you're never in the clown seat, dude. If I clown on you, that means you're my brother, so give it up.
We're working on getting Liam and Noel to sit down and have a lunch together, and so I can pimp my shit.
Yeah, and
There's still a lot about my drumming, but we're working on
Charles might be having his own podcast coming out soon. Stay tuned, because you know I will pimp it, except I'm gonna cut back on pimping people. I'll pimp you guys in other podcast groups but I'm not gonna do it like 50 in a row, like, because then Facebook thinks I'm spamming. All right, guys, thank you guys. Make sure and subscribe to the channel right there in the corner. Shows you in the corner somewhere, left or right, I don't fucking know. Just check it out. I think it's in the right hand corner. Subscribe, share this bitch, man, because if you got a podcast, I'm sharing your shit. All right, guys, God bless and good night, man.
Bye.
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 Good night, guys.
Night.
Y'all take it easy.